Yo chat, what's up? And welcome back to What of Subways 3, yet again. Part 4 about MacLeod. If you remember last time we did the full route of the Hammersmith City line, Liverpool Street to Hammersmith, and Hammersmith to Liverpool Street. So that is now done. And now it is time for the next route on this list, which is the longest one that I'm ever going to record. Also, based on my edits, this is the longest one. Yep. So now, this one is a special one because it is a self-made Hammersmith and City line route, Hammersmith to Tower Hill. But in total, you drive 4 routes. So, anyways, as you can see, I already scrolled towards you. We are going to play 3 of them instead of 2. As you can see, we got 3, which is Hammersmith to Tower Hill to Hammersmith, and again, Hammersmith to Liverpool Street. Yeah, the reason why I'm saying 4 is because the first one actually has 2 routes instead of 1. It's actually Liverpool Street to Hammersmith, like the last one, the way back. But yeah, the first one is the way to Hammersmith, so as you can see, this route is named Hammersmith to Tower Hill because it is based on that route. But first, you drive from Liverpool Street to Hammersmith. This is why this one has 4 routes. This one has 2, and the last 2, the second and the third one we're going to play, only have 1 route. So that's that. And this is going to be the longest video I'm going to make on my edits. Yep, it is going to be probably 3 hours. I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyways, alright, for this one, we're going to play the last one. Because this time we're going to include the maintenance inside of our route. Yep. As you can see, a self-made Hammersmith and City line route. This is what I said. Formation, D78 stock, S4 stock first, then S6 stock, or 4 cars first, then 6 cars per transit, better pronounced. Yeah, this is why it has 2 routes, because Liverpool Street to Hammersmith and Hammersmith to Liverpool Street drives the 4 car D stock. And then Hammersmith to Tower Hill and Tower Hill to Hammersmith as 6 car. This is why. Because this one actually features the mission 4 thingy that you do at Hammersmith, which is coupling the train. So those 2 carriages that we've seen in the depot, we're going to couple on those after we finish the Liverpool Street to Hammersmith route, and then drive as a 6 car the wrong way around to Tower Hill. Yep, this is that route. So this is why it says 4 cars first, then 6 cars. Because you need to couple the train in Hammersmith and then drive as a 6 car the full route. And yeah, because it has 2 routes, as you can see on the time, it says 1818 until 1852, 34 minutes, which is the Liverpool Street to Hammersmith route. And then 1900 until 1942, which is 42 minutes in total. So those both are 1 hour and 16 minutes in total. Yep, to drive through 2 routes. Liverpool Street to Hammersmith, and this is Hammersmith to Tower Hill, as I said. So, because I selected the last one, weather snow, 3 maintenance off, 9 bridge maintenance on. Because I selected one of the last 4s, because those turn on the maintenances on the route that you drive, which is, again, the bridge maintenance. Yep, like on the last 2, but we didn't include it inside, yeah. So, onto the second one. I mean, the third route we're going to do is also the last one. As you can see, still a self-made Hammersmith City line route. Formation, D78 stock, S6 stock, or 6 cars per transit, better pronounced, because you only drive 1 route, Tower Hill to Hammersmith, because that route is a 6 car service. It only says 6 cars, you can see. Time, 1957 until 2038, which is 41 minutes in total. And if you combine it with those 2 routes, it is 1 hour and 57 minutes. The 3 routes. Yep. As you can see, still weather snow, 3 maintenance off, and 9 bridge maintenance on. And for the final route, which is the 4th route, but the 3rd scenario we're going to play, Hammersmith to Liverpool Street as well, the last one. But there, as you can see, again, it says, like last video, the full route of the Hammersmith City line, because it uses the default route of the Hammersmith City line, which is Liverpool Street to Hammersmith and Hammersmith to Liverpool Street. And there, as you can see, formation D78 stock, S4 stock or 4 Casper Transit, if you want to pronounce it better. Because in this game, you can't show the uncoupling part. You can only do the coupling part. You can't do the uncoupled. This is why it is not featured and it only says S4 stock or 4 Casper Transit. Time 2044 until 2122, which is 38 minutes in total. And if you combine it with every single route, this route, all 4 are 2 hours and 35 minutes in total, which is, as I said, the longest one. Yep. And like 2 times before, weather snow, 3 maintenance off, and 9 bridge maintenance on. Long intro, I know, because it has a lot of routes. It's 4 in total instead of 2. You drive 4, the double. Yeah. Anyways, let's select the first route that we're going to play, which is Liverpool to Hammersmith and Hammersmith to Tower Hill. And let's get started. And here we are inside of our train again, like last video when we started the route. As you can see, again, we start before Liverpool Street, so it spawns me correctly inside of my train. Yep. Anyways, we need to hurry again because we don't have much time. We're not at the station, we're out of bounds, so this is why I'm going to run again. Yep. So as you can see, here's our D-stock, which is a 4-car, a short one. So let's press end for the pasture lights to go on. There we go. Sit down and turn on the tail lights. So now I have to use the camera again because we're out of bounds to check if they are on. There we go. See, they are on. And now let's run to the front of the train, because you guys know that this is the train that is the wrong way around. So this is the front instead of the back now. Yeah. Okay, I don't have to glitch this time. Perfect. Anyways, let's press the LVB and forward key to tell me everything to go on. Headlights, ventilation, heating, and the train. There we go. Top. Page up, page up. Okay. There we go. Off and release. And I'm going to start driving 14 again. 4, yeah. Anyways, turn on the destination light and change this to Hammersmith via Shepherd's Bush, which was and is left mouse click 5 times. Check if it's correct. Hammersmith via Shepherd's Bush. There we go. And now we wait. Wait, hold on. Oh, that camera is correct on that one. Okay, perfect. I don't have to do it manually anymore. Alright, here we go in 5 seconds. Here we go, chat. Is house? Oh, no way! The house was City Line is coming again. What the hell? Again, same time, bro. No way. Funny. Okay, Circle Line. Yeah, Circle Line is here. See, outside camera. Bro, look at this. This is amazing. As you can see, 4-car. There we go. Yeah, now we have a different train sound because we got a different train. And the latest update, I changed the D78 stock engine sound, which is engine high loop _4, not 5. 5 is the default one, but this one is using the 4th one. Alright. As you can see, Liverpool Street, Hammersmith, depart to 1818, arrival 1852, which is 34 minutes. Alright, here we go. First station. Now the stops are going to be different because we're now a short train. Yeah, look how many people there are, bro. Perfect. And now we have 2.5 minutes. But I'm not gonna get out. This is what we could do in King's Cross, obviously. Yeah. Okay, she despawned. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes on some stations they're stuck in the bench, which is weird. Oh yeah, turn lights are on. I don't know what I did, but for some reason they are on defaulted. Default they should be off, but now they are on for some reason. Anyways, here's our train. As you can see, there we go. Snow works. Yep. Alright. Oh yeah, the circle line is behind me by 2 minutes. Fun fact, if you reach Hammersmith, that train behind you despawns and then respawns again on Hammersmith, because when you couple the train and open the doors, the second route loads in. But the good thing is, it doesn't do the spawn filing, it only does it on the beginning. This, as you can see, it did it more than 15 times probably. And because all of the trains are already loaded in. Even the one from the next route. Yeah. But only the one in Hammersmith loads in exactly when you open the door. Yep. Circle line. Oh, what the? This is the same thing like on Euston Square, bro. They just glitched through the walls. Funny. Alright, check the passenger view. Oh. The lady in yellow again. Okay. Alright, looks like every light is working. Sometimes they don't work, this is why I checked them. Yep. Anyways, I'm going to open this up real quick. Again, got this to eat. Alright. Alright, we're about to depart. So, because there's no announcement, we need to hit turn program. I don't see anyone. Anyways, off we go. 1818, nice departure time, bro. There we go. Now I don't need to turn the camera down manually, bro. It used to it works, that's strange. There we go, turn lights are on. Alright, here's our next station. Moorgate. The lady in yellow again, bro, that's crazy. There's a train on the other side, which is probably the circle line. Nice. Yep, circle line. Wait, hold on, chat. The announcement worked.
Change here for the Northern Line and National Rail services. This is a Circle Line train to Edgware Road via Liverpool Street and Tower Hill.
Yes, I was just sitting and back there in the tunnel. Oh, I think we have the same departure time. No way. Okay. Here two. They don't run yet. Now they do. But there's no one anyways. Same time. It was kinda here because the D-stock doors are quieter. Here we go. There goes our city line. I'm the only D-stock on the city line right now. Do you hear that? The train slowed down, then accelerated again. This is what we did as well on Moorgate. Right, the circle line behind me departed from Liverpool Street now. Here's the next station. Perfect stops so far. Even if it's a 4 car, bro. Alright. There we go. And are they gonna run? Nah. No more. Look how quiet the doors are, bro. That's amazing. Because it is only one instead of two. And for some reason both of them play when it's a C stock. This is why they are loud. Because you hear both. You can't set the volume, obviously. You know that it's louder because there are two doors that both play sound. This is why. Yeah, this is why on the D stock it's quieter because it is only one. Okay, the circle line behind me departed from Moorgate. Yeah, it is 2 minutes behind me. I'm not sure about the red signals, but we will see. Maybe on the way to Tower Hill, because the circle line is going to be ahead of me by 3 minutes. I don't know. We will see. On the way to Hammersmith from Tower Hill, I'm not sure, but on the way to Liverpool Street, we're going to have red signals again, like the last video. $25. Gangster walk. Lol. The left one. Why that's how I walk as well? Because I'm also a gangster. What the heck? Okay. Now we got changed. The longest distance again, which is 1.3 kilometers an hour or 1,300 meters. 1,300 meters, yep. And by the way, the two carriages on Hammersmith, they are right now on platform 3 waiting for us. Yep, as soon as this train spawns in, the two carriages from the depot, they move on the platform. Yep, they are right now in Hammersmith waiting for us. By the way, the signal's gonna let us. Even though the train is now platform 3 detected, the signal's gonna let us anyways. There's a circle line. And the Hammersmith City line 1 minute behind it. I think it departed now from King's Cross. Dude, that train is so close to that one. Let's see what the Hammersmith City line is, because it departed from King's Cross now. What the? That one is quick. Yeah, this is by the way the same I did last video. I also departed correctly at the exact time. Well, actually 5 seconds later, but that train is quick. Amazing. Here we go, it's gonna change to 30. Remember it said 25, but the speed limit never changed. In my edits now it changes. The lady in yellow again, bro. Is the red one here as well? I don't know. Yeah, there is. No way. There we go. Okay, off and release, and let's walk around again. Ooh, many people getting inside. Oh my god, one of them is standing. Yeah, this is a rare bug that can happen for some reason. First person works because we're inside, not outside. And here's our D-stock. Look at this. They were just looking to the left, this is why. This is straight, and this is left. Hammersmith here, Shepherd's Bush. D-stock instead of C-stock, yep. That's the difference on this route. Anyways, get back in here. Yeah, the camera works, see? It goes down. Stupid. Did I press stop? I don't know. Now I did. Alright. Alright, let's press 2. And program. Let's see if anybody runs in. I don't know. Maybe. I don't see anyone. Okay, I didn't see anyone. Sometimes you see someone. Circular behind me is not probably here, I don't know. Yeah, I saw it. No way, I saw the circle line, bro. Because it departs 29, I think. Yeah. I think now it can drive into King's Cross, I'm not sure. Euston Square, 29. Departure. 1829. Hold on. Going to put my let's play. There we go. Now this is good positioned. Oh, we're approaching our next station. Let's see if the bug happens again. The lady in yellow again. Did you see that? Sitting. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna press 2 and program 30 seconds earlier, so... Let's press it now, and let's go into the outside view. Sometimes you see people actually glitch. There we go, did you see that? Did you see passenger? Oh my... Bro, what the... Are you kidding me? They actually glitched through the wall. Did you see that? This is where it happens, right here. But the corridor is somewhere right here. I don't know where it exactly is, but somewhere around there anyway. And off we go. Bro, those people, they just glitched through the ceiling. Sometimes I get it from above, but I think now they couldn't because I stopped before the corridor. Because I'm a 4-car D-stock, obviously. The stop is different. Check the passenger view. Yeah, see? Those are the people from above. And there as well. Oh, there's actually twins again. Watch this, yeah. Right here. Bro, this game. Anyways, oh. I did see that one coming. The circle line. Okay, they're actually coming again. The circle line. That was the city line. Yeah, there's also city line. Great Portland Street. Amazing. Alright, here we go. Announcement didn't work. Yeah, obviously the Hammersmith City Line doesn't have announcements. Dirty. Run, guys! Oh, okay. Everyone already got on, lol. Yeah, did you see that? I closed on 30th minute and on the 30th second. 18:30 and 30, bro. Amazing. There we go. Baker Street. The reason why it's named Bakerloo line is because it says Baker Street and Waterloo. Not sure why. Yeah, the reason why it's Circle Line is because it runs in a circle around London. Not sure about the District Line though. District Line also refers to something, but I'm not sure what. The Jubilee Line doesn't refer to any stations or something. But it's actually going to be named Fleet. But it said they got it named Jubilee Line. But the original name was going to be Fleet Line. Because I once saw a video that was named What Happened to the Fleet Line? I'm not sure how this video was named, but I think it's named like this. What happened to the Fleet Line? And then, yeah, it referred to the Jubilee Line in the video. There we go. Now this train fits in every station. Remember? Because it is a short train, not a long train. But on the way to Tower Hill, you guys know that the 6-car D-Stock is too long. It won't fit on every station. On some it will. Ladbroke Grove, Great Portland Street, King's Cross, Farrington not sure, Barbican it will, Moorgate it won't, Liverpool Street it will, Aldgate it will, and Tower Hill it will. Yep, this is the stations where the train will fit. Yeah. Anyways, hit 2 and program, there you go. There's only 2 walking. One of them ran in. There's the old passenger Bella instructor. And he didn't make it. I think he just wanted to run, but too late. Alright. Edgecombe Road. Remember where the house with Citroen goes? Left. Correct. As you can see, it goes right. Because where the house is Citroen, we go on the left platform, which is platform 4. Okay, the switch is right, but there we go. It switched to left. I think default it's right for some reason. Yeah, because the Circle Line was last here probably. And now it switched to left because we are the house of Citroen. And we obviously go left. There we go. There's a Circle Line at platform 1, probably the one that terminates. Perfect. What? I just saw something happening over there, bro. Wait, what? Did that... okay, wait, hold on. Now the train despawned. What the hell? It spawned 15 seconds earlier this time. What the hell? I just saw a train spawning in. And I was like, what the hell happened? Yeah, there's the Circle Line. See, from Hammersmith. Again, they were behind. Bro, this game. Amazing. I can't see my train, bro. Because of the stupid CCTV watching thing. Alright, here's how a stop looks like, by the way. Amazing. First person doesn't work now, as you can see. Broken physics. The fact how the Circle I just spawned in, bro. Funny. Alright. Yeah, crazy. Every single time people are walking. Oh, the Circle Line departs, okay. Yeah, 34 was the departure probably. Okay, press 2 now, but they don't run yet. Only when I hit program. Yeah. There we go, press it. Oh, he just ran, okay. Is he gonna make it as well? He didn't make it. Too late. Off, I'm off. Oh, Hammersmith City line. Wait, I'm curious if the circle line actually drove in as well. Because the circle line is not the way to Edgeborough. Probably not. Oh. Did you see that? The switch already switched because I have 2 routes. And the Hammersmith City line goes on platform 1 that went to Tower Hill. Now the Hammersmith City line is here. The circle line is to wait. And there we go, as you can see, we're going right. Oh my god, I'm stupid. There we go. Yeah, the circle line isn't here yet. The Hammersmith City line was first, but it departs anyways. Which means the circle line can go soon, when the Hammersmith City line leaves. Yep. That's what happens right here. Can't make that in time, and it skipped a second. Did you see that? It skipped 16. The 16th second. And there we go. This is where it goes uphill soon. There we go. This is where it starts right here. Now we're going uphill. Well, look how many people there are. Yeah, now we're going uphill. Again. Okay, the circle line behind me is still on Edgeborough, departs 8. And the one going into the circle. It skipped 1 second again, what the hell? Did you actually know the first time when I played this game, I played it on a laptop and it was so laggy. Yeah, on laptop this game is laggy. When you have a PC it's completely fine. Well, except now it is lagging a lot because there's so many AI traits right now. Because they don't despawn in my edits. It makes the game laggy. This is probably the laggiest one because there's so many right now. Over 20 AI traits or something, bro. Yeah. Well, if they despawn, it actually gets less laggy, but there's still a lot of them. Anyways, 2. Program. Alright. There's the next train, so can I probably... Okay, I'm 15. Going to close 15. Yep, circle line. Skipped 15, what the hell? Why does it skip 5 and 0 seconds, bro? I don't know. There we go, it's changed. Nice sounds, huh? Anyways, hit cancel. Here we go. Hammersmith City line, but it has to wait for the circle line because the signal. Oh, it's slowing down anyways, yeah. And this is where you spawn fall, right here, over here somewhere. You spawn fall when the AI trains spawn in. This is where you spawn fall. Right here somewhere on the left side. $40. Go, guys. What the hell? Oh my... So many. Not everyone made it, I don't care. There we go. I'm off anyways. No way, it's actually time when when I spawned in on the Circle Line route. You kidding me? Really? I spawned in 41, by the way, when I drove the Circle Line route. Oh, whistle. Okay, it works. This is, by the way, the middle cab. Soon, when I couple on this train, this is going to be the middle cab. It turns into the middle cab. Yep, this is now the front, by the way. This is why at the beginning I said, oh. Oh yeah, I forgot I put on maintenance, bro. As you can see, we got the maintenance. And now every single time before we pass the maintenance, we have to do the whistle. Which is this one. There we go, it works. Sometimes the sound doesn't work. The same with the speed limit. I don't care, bro. The iTunes actually doesn't put off and release if the speed limit changes. There we go. I already in the correct view, by the way. This is the stop. Outside view camera. Look at the maintenance. This is the real bridge maintenance, bro. Look at it, bro. That's amazing. Alright, here we go. I can't press program now, so they have to walk. Because I closed the doors, this is why they stopped walking. Yeah. There we go, it's got to 40. There we go, whistle sign. Okay. Amazing. Ledbrook Grove, passenger view stop. There we go. $50. You kidding me? There we go, now they're getting on. Not everyone is gonna make it probably, I don't know. Circle Line. Right when I depart. There we go. I was City Line. Oh my god, I catched up, no way. There we go. There goes our City Line. No way, I catched up, shit. I don't know where the Circle Line behind me is right now. It should have been departing from Ledbrook Grove now, but it's also late, like me, by 1 minute or 2. 46 is when we departed from Hammersmith on the Circle Line route. Yeah, we're about to see that train that we drove. Again. And we're also going to see the Hammersmith City Line when we go to Tower Hill that we drove in Barbican. Yeah. 15. Program. Doesn't work. Cancel. Now they walk again. Program. Now they run again. Too late. Alright. Everything is green so far. Yeah, we're not having any red signals onto Hammersmith because the circle line is behind me, not in front of me. Now my train departed from Hammersmith, which means now it is on the way to Gotthard Road, if you remember. Yeah, we're going to see that one soon because I'm now that 4-car that we saw. Oh, I forgot something to go into the outside view. Here's our train. So you can see 4-car now, but it's going to change to 6-car in about 4 minutes or 5, I don't know. Anyways, where's the side again? Amazing. Okay, the whistle works in the middle cab. Yeah, we're going to operate every single cab. The one on the 2 carriages, the one at the back, and this one in the middle only once. The one at the back is going to be operated twice. This one once, and the cab at the 2 carriages also once. The back cab twice. $15 again. Yeah, 15 is when I'm closing it, yeah. There we go. Which means we departed 15 seconds too late. What the hell? And here comes the train that we drove in the part 2 video, in the Circle Line route. There it is. As you can see, it is in Gotthard Road. And we are now the 4-car that we saw. Yeah. It departs 49. And the house of Citadel is probably waiting behind there. Which means we can go. Yep, there it is. House of Citadel behind there. Behind the train that I drove. $15 again. As you can see, it is departing. Now the Citadel has to wait, unfortunately. The signal is yellow because now the train detected the Hammersmith City Line train on platform 3, or the Circle Line now. And watch this shit. Did you see? The signal turned green because the game knows that I'm about to couple those 2 carriages. And this is why it switched green. If I wasn't that train, the signal would have stayed red, but as you can see, it switched because the game knows that I'm gonna couple the train. As you can see, there are the 2 carriages, and it is time to couple the train. Here we go, chat. This is where it happens. The 2 carriages are now on the platform waiting for us right here. Here we go, this is where it happens, chat. Okay, I'm going to turn off passenger light and heating for this one because this is broken, by the way. Easy peasy. There we go, chat. We coupled the train. And passenger light on. Yep, the reason why I turned it off is because I turn off ventilation and the headlights, and the heating is already off, by the way. Alright, emergency, page down, page down. There we go. We coupled the train and now we changed to a 6-car. Yep, the reason why I turned off passenger light is because when you put this, it just switches on and off. So which means if I didn't turn it off, and now when I press end again, in those 2 carriages it goes on, and on the 4 it goes off. So the opposite happens. When I press end again, in the 2 carriages it goes off, and in the 4 carriages on again. This is why I turned it off before I coupled. So as you can see, off, on, off, on. Perfect, like we wanted it. Make sure to turn the passenger lights. Not sure about the heating though, I turned it off as well. But the passenger lights, turn it off before you couple. And then, yeah. This is what you get. Okay, we have to wait unfortunately some minutes for the time to despawn, but yeah. The circle line is now gone, by the way, behind me. It was supposed to drive down to Hammersmith now, but as you can see, it is already next to me, because the next route loaded in. But my old schedule is still here. Yeah. Wait, hold on, chat, I forgot something. The destination light, it changes to not in service back and turn it off. There we go. Now we can actually go out and check if it is off, because sometimes it's a bug. It doesn't turn off. Oh, it did. It worked. It turned off. Sometimes it doesn't turn off. That's a rare bug that can happen. There we go. It worked. Destination is off. Right. So when I turn off my train, I'm going to show you the route changing process. The old route is going to disappear, and then straight away the new route is going to load in, which is the one to Tower Hill. Yep. Right, it's about time. We have, by the way, 7 minutes, because the departure is 19:00, which means we can walk again. Amazing. Only at the beginning we had to run, and now we can walk again. Same on Tower Hill and when we drive back to Liverpool Street. Yep. Anyways, here we go, chat. Watch this, chat. Watch the route monitor when I the station monitor when I turn it off. Here we go. As you can see, the old schedule disappeared and now the new one loaded in. So that means it is like we spawned in now, which means let's go to the front of the train. Let's walk and turn on the taillights. Yep, now we can walk again because we have 7 minutes, a lot of time. Instead of 6, we have 7 now. There we go, this is now a 6 car, as you can see. Perfect. And the circle light that was behind me is now right here, next to me. Okay, it worked for a second, but now it doesn't. Alright. Here we go. And sit down. And turn on the taillights. That's everything we have to do, because the doors and the doors are open and the passenger lights are already on, so we don't have to do that. Okay, invisible wall. There we go, taillights are on. And now let's walk to the back. Yeah, it is confusing, huh? It should have been the front, but now it's the back because the train is the wrong way around. You see the middle cab is at the back now when we drive to Tower Hill. And when we drive back, it is at the... when we drive back to Hammersmith, it is at the front. Because the train is the other way around. Notting Hill Gate, by the way, as well. Notting Hill Gate is the wrong way around as well. Alright, here's the coupling. As you can see, the train is coupled. Perfect. Now we're taking those 2 carriages with us to Tower Hill. Amazing, huh? It already gets dark outside. I mean in the game, not in real life. Well, in real life as well, because in winter it gets dark earlier. Now it is 4 PM 33. Well, it's 23, I mean. It's still bright outside, but it's getting dark a little bit as well, like in the game. Here's a circle line. By the way, this one is not in front of us. Yes, it is, but 3 minutes in front of us. Because we depart 1900, not 57. That one departs 57. Alright, here we are at the front. And now let's press the keys. Sit down. There we go. Top. Picture. Photo. But you can actually keep it on parallel now. Okay. 56. Yeah, because our center line isn't behind that circle line now. It actually departs 7, not 6. Yep. Anyways. Turn off the taillights. Turn on the destination light. And change this to Tower Hill via King's Cross, which is left mouse click 28 times. Check it. Tower Hill via King's Cross. Perfect. And the circle line departs, by the way. Alright, hold on, Shade. You can watch the circle line drive out, and I'm going to get something to drink and eat. I'll be right back. Maybe even if I need to pee or take a shit. Anyways, be back soon. Alright. Back on business. Circle line is departing from Gotthard Road right now, I think. 59, yep. 1900 from Shepherd's Bush. Okay. Anyways. We're about to depart in about... Wait, what the hell? Why does a cab look like this? What? Look at the... Okay. Never mind. At least the train can still go. It's going to return to normal on the track when we start to depart. Yeah. Right. Anyways, look how laggy it is because there's so many AI trains. Anyways, to end program. Even though there are no passengers, I'm doing it anyway. My pro. Alright, here we go. And we are off. There we go. 6 point something until it switches. There we go. There we go, chat. We're driving out of Hammersmith. Here's our train, and as you can see, we are now a 6 car because, as I said, the train is coupled, and now we are taking those 2 carriages with us to Tower Hill. Look how long the train now is. Yep, now we are a 6 car. This is why it says 4 cars first, and that's it. 6 cars, yep. There we go. Oh. Oh, that was the Citroen waits for me to get out. Okay, nice one. I didn't see that one. That one departs, by the way, 5 in 4 minutes. 5 minutes behind me. There we go. It goes because I left the thing. And the circle line. Oh, the circle line is also here. Departs 4. Anyways, here's our first station. Oh my god, look how close the people are again. Oh my god. There we go. Look how the circle line is standing, look how I am standing. Because my train is longer. Obviously. Anyways, to program. Anyone got on? Everyone, I mean. Okay, the circle line departs. And I depart as well. The circle line actually departed too late. Through the maintenance. The AI train doesn't do the speed limit, by the way. It only counts for the players. It doesn't count for the AI train. The AI train still does a normal speed limit. Which is 40 kilometers an hour speed limit. Okay, the signal is green. The train left from Wood Lane. I think right now. I'm not sure when it left. But it did leave. Okay, red. The train is on Latimer Road. On the way to Latimer Road right now, I think. Run, guys. There we go, it's gone to red. Through the thing. Okay, the train is on Latimer Road right now, which means it departed 2 from Wood Lane. Here's our train. Look how long this one is now. Look how short it was before, look how long it is now. Because we're now 6 car. Hammersmith City Line train. Okay, signal's gone green. The train departed from Latimer Road. It is crazy how now I'm 3 minutes behind the circle line instead of 1 or 0. Yep. There we go, I got this again. And this for later. I got 2 things actually. I'm going to open the first one up real quick. Amazing. Amazing destock service, huh? By the way, when you see a different train, instead of the one you think it is called a replacement train. So the destock on the Hammersmith City Line, or the Circle Line, is a replacement train. Okay. To program. There we go, they're running. And now the Hammersmith City Line departs from Hammersmith. The Circle Line as well. That's the next train. Hammersmith City Line probably. Yeah. There we go. I'm the only destock for now. For now, what I mean for now. Here's the next maintenance. Oh my god, it messed up my braking, this stupid lag. 15. Circle line. Could also catch up the delay. Liverpool Grove means passenger will stop. Perfect stop. So now we got a bit of time. By the way, this is a stop if you remember. It fits the entire platform, as you see. Liverpool Grove is one of them where it does fit. You see the taillights back there? It is, by the way, the same. Like over here. Yep, we stopped exactly at the middle of the platform. There we go. That's that. Okay, now we don't need to hit it because there are no people anyway, so we're going to stay in the view till I depart. Here we go. Okay, back in here. Westbourne Park means outside view stop. Here we go, cameras set. And here we go. I'm going to close 10. There we go. Tower Hill via King's Cross. Imagine I extended the house to Citadel to Mansion House. That would have been amazing, probably, I don't know. Anyways. The whistle I do and the maintenance whistle. This is the last one, yeah. Which is actually a bridge maintenance. Yep. Wait, does right shift also work? No, it doesn't. 8. Alright, the circle line behind me, in front of me, departed from Paddington now. Because I see yellow. Oh, there we go. Went green. I saw the yellow. Kill. Program. There's another train on the other side. Hammersmith City line. There we go. The train in front of it probably has to wait because the circle line on the other side is also going. Yep. Circle line on the other side is, I mean on the inner rail track there on Paddington. There it is. There we go. Okay. Nice stop. First store after the platform, as you can see. Amazing. Oh yeah, the train actually waits in front of me. Look at the signal. Oh, there we go, it went. Because the train on the other Paddington station arrived at Edgware Road, yep. There was a train on the other side, see? The circle line in front of me has to wait. I actually probably have to wait as well. Until the train despawns. Probably. I don't know, maybe. Or maybe not. Off, I'm off. Okay. There we go. Into the tunnel again. Alright, the train is now on platform 1, the train on the other Paddington station. Which means the train in front of me... Wait, what? There's no way the train already despawned. Are you kidding me? I think it already despawned. No way. Okay, I don't have to wait. I think the train already despawned because it was too far away. Yeah, that's probably what happened. So the train already despawned, which means the train in front of me, the circle line, is now on Edgware Road and now departs. Yep, 14. Because I departed 4. Yeah, that's what happened right here. Yep. So I don't have to wait. Lucky me. Yep. And the train is already gone from platform 1. As you can see, it says Edgware Road, doors right, because I made only the Hammersmith City line that goes to Tower Hill go on platform 1. Because it doesn't fit into platform 3, and platform 2 is the district line platform. This is why, because it matches with the circle line, it goes on platform 1. I mean, because they drive the same route almost, and this district line Hammersmith City line don't. This is why that one is now on platform 1, and as you can see, the switch is left. Because when I departed from Edgware Road, you saw the switch turning left. This one, as you can see. There's a circle line. See, it despawned already. That's crazy. There's Hammersmith City line on platform 4. And as you can see, we are going left. Instead of on platform 3, because it doesn't fit. Because it's too long. So this is why we go on platform 1. Because the circle line is on platform 2, obviously. As well. Okay, this is how you stop the 6-car destock on platform 1. There we go, 7 meters before the signal. Amazing. There's a train. Are you kidding me? Wait, I think I'm too close to the switch. Or is that... I think the Circle Line has to wait before this Hammersmith City Line departs. Because Hammersmith City Line is close to the switch. And now the Circle Line can't go. Because it didn't switch. The Circle Line is waiting back here. Are you... No way, the Hammersmith City Line departs 17. They're 1 minute behind each other, bro. Okay, I can't press program right now because check this out, chat. The first carriage isn't on the platform. Yep, the entire first carriage isn't on the platform. This is why program won't work now, making the passengers run. So this is why... For the rest of the waiting session, I'm going to stay in the outside view. Here's our train. Here we go, goes. It still can't go. Because I am too close. I am too close to the switch. Wait, what? But you know what's funny? This is something rare that happens. When the Hammersmith City Line leaves the platform, this signal's gonna go green. There, did you see that? And then, there we go. Now it's switched. Because the Circle Line is now close enough to the switch. Because my train still has the switches from the old route, making this one go left. But as you can see, because the Circle Line is now close to it, it switched right. And now when I get closer again, it's going to be left again. There we go, see? Because my train is now closer to the switch. Anyways, departure time, and off we go. We had better with the same departure time, but it didn't depart yet. Yeah, because my train still has the switches from the previous route. See? It is left again. Amazing, I know. I don't know where the Circle Line in front of me is, to be honest. It's probably really far ahead. Great Portland Street. On the way to Great Portland Street. Yeah. 19, it departs from Great Portland Street. 20, Euston Square. 23. King's Cross, okay. 36, Aldgate. Oh, I think I have to wait before Aldgate because the train is going to be stuck again on Aldgate for the Circle Line. I think I have to wait before Aldgate. Only one red signal we're going to have, or two, after. When we're on Aldgate and before Aldgate. Yep. Now this is a sneaky stop. Does program work? Hold on. It does. Because the half of the train isn't gone yet from the platform. It works. Wait, is the signal red? No, it isn't. I thought I set it red, but I didn't. Oh, I have to wait 1 minute. No way. Alright, anyways, I'm going to show you the Baker Street station a little bit because this one is actually funny. Because in this game, the Metropolitan line doesn't exist, but as you can see, it says the stations right here. Because watch this shit. There is this right here is the Metropolitan line Baker Street platforms. Yep. For some reason, the Metropolitan line doesn't exist in this game, but they still have the platforms in the game. Yeah. Stupid, I know, but yeah. Alright, we still have time. Alright, here we go. Tab is pressed. Alright, let's press turn program now. I don't see it. Oh yeah, I see someone. Okay, he got on. Oh, how's the city? Yeah, I have to wait before Aldgate. And I departed. The circle line that I drove is now Liverpool Street. And the house of City line I drove just spawned in. Yep. And I saw the 6 car destock on Barbican, which means we're going to see this house of City line that we drove on Barbican. Because that one just spawned in. And the train I drove is now Liverpool Street. Yeah, the Circle Line train I drove, yeah. We saw that one on Gotthard Road. The Circle Line train that we drove, we're going to see that one in Baker Street again when we drive to Liverpool Street. At the House of City Line that we drove, we're going to see that one in Edgecombe Road when we drive back to from Tower Hill. Yep, that's what I remember. There we go, I still remember stuff from my head. Here's the Circle Line. Now this is also one of the few platforms so that whole train fits, but because of the curve, I'm going to show you how it stops. It doesn't stop in the middle, like, bro, what the hell? The train doesn't even wait 10 seconds. This is how it stops. With the driver door after the platform. Like the 6-car C-stock on Royal Oak on the inner rail. It stops with the driver door after the... Oh my god. Ah, okay, so hard to see, bro. Okay, there we go. The train in front of me now departs from King's Cross. The Circle Line. Yeah, the red signal's gonna happen before Aldgate, and while we are on Aldgate, we have to wait for the Circle Line to leave, and then we can go. Yep. Euston. Houston. Yeah, it is actually pronounced Houston. But when you say it in my language, which is German, EU is pronounced Oi. Euston. You say it in German. Yeah. EU is in German Oi. An O and an I. Yep. Facts, I know. Euston Square. Yeah, the track suddenly becomes different, that's crazy. Because I put maximum graphics in this game. Highest shadows, highest view distance, and everything on except the motion blur. The motion blur is by the way off. I just started breaking away a bit too early. Oh, Houston Square, it also fits. Houston Square it also fits. Okay, 30. In Houston Square the train also fits. There we go, see the taillights at the back? Yep. Now you can't see it anymore because of the border. King's Cross, St. Pancras. And yeah, when I updated the speed limits, I also updated the speed limit signs. Which means there was a sign on that track that said 30 before, because the speed limit was 49. As you can see, I updated it. Don't tell me I forgot. As you can see, there is a small black square, it says 25, I updated it. Before it said 30. Yeah, I updated the signs as well, not only the track speed limits. Don't tell me I forgot. I did it. I'm not stupid when I make updates. Alright, here we are, King's Cross. This is a perfect platform because the train also fits here. Okay, so train. Yeah, Hammersmith City. Nice one. Alright, off and release, and now we can walk around again. Here we're first person. Here's our train. Everything works so far, the lights and stuff. I only saw one train until now with a broken headlight or taillight. I think it was a broken headlight, yeah. On the C77 on the Hammersmith City line. Yeah, when I did the briefing. Yeah. Look at this, look at the back carriage. We're exactly in the middle. Nice one. Couple, okay. Hammersmith City line, by the way, departs at the same time. It also departs 27. I think. Because it departed 18 or 18 from Liverpool Street. I press 2 and program. I don't see anyone. Okay. Oh, there was one now. But it doesn't walk towards my train. Oh, that was the city and also departed, by the way. There's a circle line. But it can go soon because I was just sitting and departed. It's slowing down, but I was just sitting and departed, which means it can go soon. Yeah, there, see? And the repeater just went yellow. Here's my tired train. Look how long this is. Here comes the longest distance again. Anyways, I'm going to open this up now because I'm eating Twix. Because I'm a Twixer. Oh man. Yeah, this tunnel is beautiful. It has 3 or 4 openings in total. You know what's crazy? The game actually uses 2 or 3 gigabytes of memory right now. And the game is still running. Because I did the... Oh my god, I can't even eat. Because I did the 4 gigabyte patch. Oh my god, I almost choked myself right now. It is now 5 PM, by the way. It's getting a little bit dark outside now. Oh my god, we're already at the station. Everything is green. This is the stop, by the way. The same like on on Great Portland Street. The driver door after the border. The train is actually fading inside here, but it does the same like on Great Portland. It goes a little bit further. This is how the stop looks like. Exactly at the signal. There we go. Wait, what does it say? A225, okay. To program, why not? 5 seconds too late. People were still getting on, yeah, because they're stuck in the bench at Farrington. And here we go, Chair. We're about to see the train that we drove. Because right now the train is departed 29 from Moorgate, 31 from Barbican. Yeah, that train is not Barbican. Here we go, Chair. We're about to see our Hammersmith City line that we drove in the previous video. There it is. There's also the city line I drove in the previous video. 1927 until 1927 until 1951 was the schedule, I think. And now, this time I was in Barbican and then I saw the 6-car diesel, and here we go. I am now the 6-car diesel. And now it departs. Simple. Perfect. Did you actually know there's a signal right here? And what the funny thing is, when the train is on Barbican, the signal on Moorgate is still red. But when it's a 4-car D-stock, it's not. Which means the train can go until here. But the funny thing is, yeah, the signal on Moorgate is still red when it's a 6-car D-stock or C-stock. When it's a 4-car, it's not. Because the train is still in the zone for some reason. Oh my god, one just ran in. There's actually another chance I can use the square they fall through the ceiling. But it's rarely. Well, I didn't see it, but okay. One time I saw a passenger standing on my roof. Probably waiting on the train on the inner rail platform, I don't know. The train in front of me departed from Liverpool Street right now, which means it is now on the way to Aldgate. There's a circle line that was behind me by 3 minutes in the previous video, and then in front of me. Yeah, the red signal is gonna be before Aldgate, because the train is probably gonna be stuck on Aldgate, I think. The train in front of me, the circle line, which means we have to wait 2 minutes or 3. Okay, I wanna see if the people actually run through the walls, so let's press turn program now. There we go, so you can see they're running. And now I wanna see if people actually run through... What is running in circles? Did you actually know when the people are running in circles, the AI turn actually waits 1 minute longer, even if the departure time passed? Yeah, that's what actually happens in Moorgate. One time when I saw an AI turn, it didn't depart exactly 0-0 because people were running in circles. The AI turn actually waits for them sometimes, but not always. Okay, I didn't see anyone, but sometimes you see people running through the walls right here. Not always, only sometimes. Here we go. So we are back where we started, but we're going a different direction now. Liverpool Street. So instead of going left, we're gonna go straight into Aldgate, like the circle line. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, here we're at Liverpool Street, another station where the train fits in the entire platform. Same like on Ladbroke Grove, you stop exactly at the border. There we go, like this. And now we wait. The circle line in front of me departs from Aldgate in 1 minute. The same we departed Liverpool Street, but it probably has to wait because the circle line on the other side is now in Aldgate, which means the signal is probably red. And the train I drove, the part 2 video, I don't know where that one is right now, to be honest. Mansion House Temple, somewhere around there anyway. Yep. Right, there's no train behind me. Yeah, they're behind me by 5 minutes. Alright, here, program it skipped a second again. See the taillights at the back? Oh. Okay, one ran in. Oh. Ah, Hammersmith City Line. Hello. It just spawned in because it departs 38. That's the greatest thing in my edits, that they just spawn in. Okay, it's red. The circle line departed, I think, but it can't go because the circle line on the inner rail platform is blocking it because the signal is still red. Yeah, see, it is still red. It would have switched green now if the circle line left, but it's not because it's stuck. So now we have to wait. And the switch is going to stay straight. Watch this. Because last video I slowed down right here. And then it switched to left before I stopped. But now it's not gonna happen. There we go, see? It didn't switch because first I'm going to Tower Hill, which is Aldgate straight. Yeah, now I have to wait. The circle line in front of me departed, but as you can see, it is still standing here because of the circle line on the inner rail platform. Wait, can you even see it? Nah, you can't. Wait, when I stand up? You can't. You can't see it. You can't see the circle line on the platform, but there is a circle line on platform 4 right now because that train is waiting in front of me. It can't go. Sucks, I know, because the signals are synced together. Ah, yellow. But yeah, because that was the city line is Liverpool Street, departing 38. And I'm just standing here. I don't know where the circle line behind me is right now. Probably on Barbican right now, I'm not sure. 44 is to depart in Aldgate. Okay, it departs from Moorgate right now. Okay, the circle line departs from platform 4 right now. Yeah, see? You see the lights right here? The circle line is now departing on platform 4, which means the circle line in front of me can go soon. Yep, this is what happened to me as well in part 2 when I drove the circle line. As you can see, there it is. There was a circle line. And the Hammersmith City Line departed from Liverpool Street. As you can see, green. Circle line. And now I have to wait for the train in front of me, unfortunately. There we go, as you can see. There we go, as you can see, there is something moving, and that's the train in front of me. It can go now. Oh, okay, it went green. I wrecked it late because I was focused on the platform, not on the signal, but I still saw it. This time we're driving in slower. Yeah, we depart in 1 minute. We can't even stand here. Yeah, we can still. By the way, this is also a platform where it has a curve. And the AI train stops exactly at the end. This is what it does. And then it stops exactly at the end. Like this. The same happens, yeah. Okay, press put off and release because we have to wait, unfortunately, until the circle line leaves. I don't see it. Okay, let's press turn program, but it's still on the way to Tower Hill. That's why we got it red now. And off we go. But we have to wait, unfortunately. There we go. And now we wait until the circle line leaves Tower. There's no way. Bro, what the? Again, the district line takes place first. Okay. I have to wait even longer. Bro, this game. Do you see that? Yeah, because it departs 41. It lets the circle line first. Because you're allowed to be behind the train by 2 minutes, but not by 3. This is why the circle line went first and now the district line. If the district line departed 31 from Tower Hill, I would have been first. But I'm allowed to be behind the train by 2 minutes. This is why the district line was first. Yeah, if you get what I mean. Dude, this is crazy, bro. I'm just standing here, bro. The circle line behind me is now on the way to Aldgate. Bro, it also has to wait until I leave. This game. Oh my god, bro. Okay, I'm going to watch the route monitor because I can't see the signal. Let's hope if it switches green soon. The train should be gone now, but it's not. Or imagine that district line is coming down, bro. Imagine. I have to wait even longer if there's... Okay, green. Oh my god, bro. This is crazy. There we go, see red. Because, yeah, I'm going now. Bro, the circle line behind me has to wait. Okay, here we go. And the train behind me is probably good to go now. Yeah, I think now it can go into Aldgate. Bro, this game. It lets the district line as well. And now I had to wait for 2 trains. The circle and the district. Because the signal still stays red if the district line passes the repeater before that signal. This one on Aldgate still stays red. This is why it didn't switch green. It switched green for the district only. Because when the district line passes the repeater, it switches the signal red. But it was red already. Because it didn't switch green. Yeah, I was supposed to arrive right now. Oh, red? Okay. I saw the yellow. That's amazing, bro. Oh. Yeah, circle line. Okay. Oh my god, I hope the train behind me can go because it departs at the exact time when the signal goes red. Here we go. We finally made it. 1 minute too late. Okay, 45 and 30 is when I'm going to despawn. Okay, emergency. Page down, top. We made a trap. Hammersmith City Line on a station where it doesn't go. Tower Hill. This is by the way the stop. Okay, I stopped a little bit too far behind. Because the first store is actually at the... after the station. The back is completely fine, everything is on the platform. Except the first door and the driver door. There we go, we made it. After 2 hours. I think we drove 1.5 hours. Because we started... Oh my god, I can't get inside, so I have to do that. There we go. Yeah, when I started 18:12, I think, because you... always start 6 minutes before you depart. Yeah, I drove 1.5 hours in one mission. This is the longest one, as I said. Hammersmith to Tower Hill is the longest because you drive 2 routes. Together it is 1 hour and 16 minutes. Including the waiting time, in total it is 1.5 hours. With the waiting times. Anyways, I'm going to turn off the train again. I will see you again in the second route. Here we go. And here we are back at Tower Hill, where we terminated, and inside the third route. Let's go. Made it. Right, and for the passenger lights to go on, and right arrow for the doors to open on the right side. There's one with the district line, did you hear that? Yeah. That's the one that to Edge Road, by the way. I don't know if we're going to see that one, probably not, but okay. Anyways, turn on the taillights. And that's everything we have to do back here. Now, again, check if they are on. There we go, they are on. And now let's go to the front of the train. Yeah, because the train is the wrong way around, remember? Now we're driving the two carriages ones. The very front. If you remember, in the first route, Liverpool to Hammersmith, we drove the cab that is now in the middle. Now, the way to Tower Hill, we drove that cab right here, which is the back one. And now we drive the very front one of the two carriages to Hammersmith. And then at the end, the back cab again. So the back cab we operate 2 times, the middle cab once. Well, at the beginning front cab, and when you couple the middle cab, then that one you operate once right now to Hammersmith. Yep. We got a passenger sound is getting louder, bro. That's crazy. Anyways, okay. L, headlights, U ventilation, B, heating, and up arrow to turn the train on. I'm going to press that already, yeah. As you can see, here's the middle cab, still coupled. But when we reach... Oh, there's a train, I saw one. Okay, district line. Because of the sound, yeah. District line just drove in. Not bad. It spawned in at the exact time, I think. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I think it did, yeah. So here we are. Now we have to get on this door because the first one isn't on the platform, because that's how the train actually stops. And step inside. Everything went on. Top. Push up. Photo. Alright, check the time. There we go. Did I actually know the circle line was supposed to depart 53, but that one actually spawns in 2 minutes before it departs from Aldgate, right in front of you. Nah, just kidding. Not right in front of you, but somewhere in front of you before Aldgate. Okay, off and release. Alright. Turn on the destination light and changes to Hammersmith via Shepherd's Bush again, which is left mouse click 5 times. Simple. Check Hammersmith via Shepherd's Bush. Alright, check passenger view if the lights are broken, because sometimes that's the case. Okay. Okay, it lagged. I think the train spawned in now, I don't know. Maybe. Oh my god. Okay, off and release. Did I actually know you can actually walk here? Like on the outer platform, it works. You can. You can even walk on those stairs right here. There's stairs right here, by the way. Right here. You can stand on those. Yo, this is actually the good thumbnail for this video, bro. That was the city line on Tower Hill. And that's amazing. Anyways, I'm going to watch if the circle line is coming now. Oh! There it is already. I was saying circle line. There it is already. Yeah. The district line, I think, departs 55. Yeah. So now we're just standing here and watching the circle line. Because when it's 55, we know that the district line departed. But the circle line also departs 55. They depart the same time for some reason. So I don't know when the district line departed, because in this game, you cannot turn on the time and stuff, only when you sit, unless you sit in the cab. Yeah. There we go. District line just left and the circle line can go now. But it has the same departure. I think that's the one that I saw on Gotthard Road, or? I think it is, yeah. Nah, that's not the one. That's the one I saw on Paddington. Somewhere around there anyway. Yeah, that's that one. I think. I'm not sure though. Which one that is. Anyways. First person movement. Anyway, nah, that sucks. Anyway, get back in here. And... oh, the train actually spawned in now. This thing is green. Yeah, that train actually spawned in right now, 56. It spawned before Aldgate, by the way. I coded this, by the way. It spawns 56, 2 minutes before Aldgate. And I don't know if that signal was red or not, but yeah. Wait, am I stupid? Did I press top? There we go, now I did. As you can see, Tower Hill, Hammersmith, 1957, 2038, what I said. Anyways, 2, program now. Why not? There's 1. But I don't know if he runs in or not. I'm going to depart in the outside view, so I don't care. There we go, we're moving. Okay. The way back to Hammersmith. Signal's green because the circle line left. On the other side, not in front of me. In front of me, it's still on Aldgate, I think. 4 minutes ahead of me. Yeah, when I drove the circle line, the Hammersmith City line was 4 minutes behind me from Aldgate to Hammersmith, yeah. Because that train that I drove is now on the way to Edgegrove or Bayswater. Yep. On the outer rail because 2003 was arrival. Okay. There we go. See, it is yellow. See, I told you the circle line is in front of you. It spawned in. Somewhere around there it spawned. I don't know if the signal was red on Tower Hill because it was still in the zone, but... There we go, our first red signal because the circle line is in front of us. It spawned in somewhere in this tunnel before Aldgate. I think it spawns 250 meters before Aldgate. Yeah, the signal should have been red, I don't know. Anyways. It departed anyways, so... Okay, it's green. He departed, yep. And we go left. Is there a district line? Nah. 2004, yeah, it didn't spawn in yet. Oh, that's the one I drive. Oh, the one I drive, the district line. The next one is actually behind me right now. Oh, no way. Okay, here we are on Aldgate. Again, we have a lot of time. But I'm gonna stay here this time. Exactly where the signal is. You don't see it anymore. Look at this, it's called ROB. Repeater and the signal name. This is what it's called. R stands for repeater because it's a yellow-green one, indicating if the signal is red or green. And OB15 is actually the signal of the name of the next signal. And this is why the signal is named like this, because it repeats the next signal. Anyways, let's run around a bit. I've never did that on Aldgate. Ooh, that was a close stop. I think the door is actually right here when the AI twin stops. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it is. Oh, there's a train. Circle line. But it departs 3, so it is fine. Oh, first person is broken now. Oh yeah, the reason why it works is because of the mirrors. When there's no mirror in your camera, first person breaks. Now it works again. Now it's broken. Now it works again. Strange bug, I know. Now it doesn't work. Now it works because of the mirrors. Yeah. Anyways, here's our train. Now it works. Strange. Still works because of mirrors in the camera. There's our train from behind the gate. Oh, I can walk through there. You can actually stand here. What? Okay. And we are back on the train. Oh. Hammersmith City line. Watch this, chat. It goes left. Amazing. There it goes. Okay, the switch is left, but... There we go, it's gone back to straight because the circle line is closer. Yep. Wait, did I press top? No, I did. There we go, just in case if I lost my brake pressure. Look how many people there are. And there again is the old passenger, Bella. Yeah. Now the new one is me. Anyways, 2 and program. And off we go. As you can see, the circle line is still here because it departs 3 in now. How's the city? Oh, that one is still here. It didn't despawn yet. There's the red signal because I'm going now. Yeah. Here we go. Anyways, they cancel. And now it is like Liverpool Street to Hammersmith again, but in fact it is Tower Hill to Hammersmith. Yeah, I'm now 4 minutes behind the circle line. Yeah. Here we are, Liverpool Street. Remember, this train fits in this platform. It's like on the outer rail. Perfect stop. Right. As you can see, they're not running yet because I didn't press program. And they're again stuck in the bench. Funny. There we go, the snow is here. Alright, program. Now they're running. If there's any. I don't see anyone. Because the passengers are in their way. Stupid people. Okay, here we go. There we go. Yeah, the Hammersmith City and then we drove also departed from Hammersmith right now. And Hammersmith to Liverpool Street, now we know that the half station is Edgware Road. Remember, now the circle line it is Aldgate. On the Hammersmith City line it's Edgware Road. I'm not sure about the district line though. Embankment or Westminster is the half. I don't know. But on the Hammersmith City line, Edgware Road is the half. Ah, perfect stop. As you can see, the same like on the outer rail. Yep. 6 is the departure. And then right here it changes to 15 on those two, and then it's to 40. I press 2 now. There's another train, circle line probably, yeah. Press program now. Yeah. Circle line. That sounds amazing. Off we go. That's why I changed the switch sound to be the same like the rolling sound, yeah. And 40. Which for us is 25 because I mimicked the AI train. House of City Line. Yeah, they're all driving the full default route. But we're going to do that soon. In about 40 minutes. Actually, yeah. Yeah, when I'm standing in Barbican, the signal Moorgate is still red. Circle line behind me is now an odd gate. 6 minutes behind me. And one is 4 minutes in front of me. Because circle lines are 10 minutes behind each other. Same for the House of City Line. Nice one. Snowy. Cloudy, as you can see. It is cloudy. This is why the windows look normal. As if it's not cold. When it's cold, they're actually white, yeah. But they're not because the weather's cloudy. Run, guys! Yeah, those are, by the way, the passengers that got off. And sometimes when they start walking again, there we go, they're getting in again. One just ran in. One is running but is stuck and it despawned. What the hell? And another one ran in and I'm off now. Strange, eh? On some stations they get off and then on again. Barbican is one of them. High Street Kensington, not sure about High Street Kensington because this one is a little bit buggy. I never seen someone on High Street Kensington getting back on again, but on Barbican it happens. Royal Oak, they also get out and never despawn. High Street Kensington is also one of them, and Barbican as well. 3 stations so far. I'm not sure about the other ones. Yeah. Ah, we're approaching our next station. Yeah, Notting Hill Gate is the wrong way around. When you go towards Bayswater, you should be inside a tunnel when standing in the platform, but you're outside. Because the station is actually the wrong way around, Notting Hill Gate. It's actually a funny stop because the first store is actually after the border again. 25 is when I'm closing it. Yeah, see, the first store isn't on the platform. The others are still are, but that one isn't. Oh my god, I didn't put it in parallel, idiot. Am I stupid? Yeah, I am. There we go, changed. Circle line. Oh, I'm back up. Okay, I was to City Line, where it is, I don't know. It departed from King's Cross right now. 11. There it is. There's House of City Line, see? You depart, I arrive. Amazing. Here we are. It's going to be the slowest stop you've ever seen, bro. Alright, here we go, and let's walk around again, because that's what we do at King's Cross. OJ16, okay, that's the name of the signal. Here's a train, again. Like on Liverpool to Hammersmith, but this time we stopped further. About 39 or 29 meters further, when you have a 6 car. Yeah, you stopped 19 meters further, I think. Or 29, depends on how the station is. Okay, tab is pressed. Every single time I have to press those 2 keys when I get on, bro. Imagine they were always here, even when you're outside. Or the time is only useful when you're outside. The time monitor could be useful only when you're outside. Like that one. That one could be useful when you're outside, but the route monitor and station monitor is useful when you're in the train. Actually, it could be useful in this game. But I was the circle light in front of me is now probably on the way to Baker Street. 18 Edge Road, yeah. 18 is when I arrive at Baker Street, I think. I don't know. I got changed. Do you actually know when the distance gets higher, the AI train doesn't go at all? When you pause the game, there's a chance that the AI train brakes. And you know what it does? It goes full speed and it just misses the station when you pause for too long. For about 10-15 stops maximum, and then it slows down and brakes. Doesn't go anymore because it was supposed to stop at that station, but it already went too far. Yeah, the AI is actually broken in this game. When you pause the game for too long, they just break down. Right, here we had use the square again. Remember, it fits in this station, which means we have to stop at the end of the platform. Like this. Amazing. Anyways, I'm gonna see if this happens again with the passengers. But this time I'm going to go into this view, because look at the taillights. Oh my god, bro! They all glitched through. Did you see that? There was so many people. Bro, you can't see in this view, so we're going into this one. Or imagine if in the passenger view, I wanna see that. Oh my! Did you see that? Oh my god, bro. They all came from above. Bro. Now, there we go, you saw it. This is what happens at Euston Square when you're on the inner rail. They just glitch through the ceiling. Sometimes they get it from above, sometimes they glitch through. Alright, the train in front of me is now departing from Baker Street. 18 Edge Road. And the Hammersmith City line that I drove is now... should have been departed from Royal Oak, but I don't know where it is now because the Circle Line is ahead of him. Speaking of Circle Line, there's the next one. But not the one that was in front of us in the last video. The next two are actually before Paddington, or at Paddington now, the next two. But those two are now here. Here we are. Daddy. Broken stop, see? First door after the border. There's the city line. Oh, I thought that was the light of the train. That was the light of the station. Okay, here we go. Hammersmith City. Train. Trains. There we go. Well, that wasn't this long, but I still laid down. The one from Ferryton to King's Cross, as I said, is the longest. Alright, here we are. And again, the lag messed up my braking, bro. Well, there we go, I'm back now. There we go, the same like on Autorail. Wait, I want to check this out. Oh! Wow! Second door at the border, amazing. I don't know how, if I stopped correctly or not, I just stopped like I think how it stops. I don't remember the 6 D stock stops, to be honest. I remember some from years ago, but I forgot most of them. Am I stupid, bro? There we go. Okay, the House of City line and the Circle line on from Paddock to Edgegrove are now on the way, I think. Because we saw the House of City line with the 6 D stock on Edgegrove last time, remember? The program works. I don't see anyone anyway, so off I am. And now the Circle line departs from Edgegrove Road towards the Circle. Yeah. And because we're the House of City line, we're going to go left. As you can see, doors right. Actually doesn't fit in platform 4, but it goes to platform 4 anyways. There we go, so you can see this right again, and there we go, it's gone to left. Oh yeah, because the Circle line is still close. The one that goes into the Circle, but it's now further away. I think it now left Edgegrove actually. Yeah, I see red. Okay, it's green. Oh yeah, I see the train went in the Circle. Oh, there's the Circle line. Probably the one from Hammersmith. Alright, this is gonna be the most broken stop. Watch this, chat. I'm going to stop the same like I did on Liverpool Street to Hammersmith. There we go, I stopped the same like on Liverpool Street to Hammersmith. But there's the House of City line I drove. No way. There's the House of City line I drove. The signal's by the way red because the Circle line from the Circle is stuck on the signal. As you can see, because it passed repeater, the signal's red. Because the Circle line from the Circle is stuck. Okay, watch this, chat. There's the House of City line I drove. And there we go, as you can see, it is the exact same stop with that 4 carriages like we did from Liverpool to Hammersmith. Yep, it is exactly the same stop, just with 2 carriages ahead. Okay, the Circle line left. And yeah, the passengers by the way didn't get off because half of the train already passed the border. This is why they're staying here, not getting off. Stupid people. Doesn't work. Anyways, okay. Still red because the train is on the way to Edgecourt now because the House of Citroen arrived. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Anyways, this is how it looks like in the outside view. Okay. And this is how it looks like in the passenger view. Amazing. You know what's crazy? Same departure time. Nice. There's a circle line from the circle. Okay, I don't have to wait for that long. When it leaves the switch, there we go. It should have switched green now, but it's still red. Ha! There we go, it's gone green because the train left the area. See, this is why it's red, because the train from the circle came. And it switches when as soon as the train passes the repeater, it switches red. Yep. And there we go. Our whole train is out now. Yeah, I didn't have to slow down for that long, only for a short period of time. We're still probably going to be delayed by some seconds, even though we slowed down for a short time because for the signal to wait to go green because of the circle line that terminates. Yeah, they're actually faster because for some reason it departs 18 and instead of 17 from Paddington. And this is why the trains from Hammersmith are first, because they depart 1 minute earlier. This is what happened in the previous route. The train was actually stuck on the other side because I coded it as soon as this signal. This is a repeater again, which is Rob 37 called, because that one is 37. OP 37. Oh! Oh! That's the district line! That's the district line that goes there! That's the district line, dude! Bro! I just thought, what the hell, why is this yellow? It's because the district line is now coming towards Edgecourt Road. Bro, what? That's the district line! I just remember it terminates 26 on Edgecourt Road, 23 from Paddington. That's the district line that we saw at the beginning. Bro, what the hell? Amazing. That's the district line that we saw. Bro, that was crazy. I thought, what the hell? It switched red because the train on the other side, the district line is not coming towards Edgecourt Road. That was amazing, bro. I forgot about that one almost. Because that's the one I saw at the very beginning, the very first train I saw when I spawned in at Tower Hill. So decent. Because that one is also a 6 car. Okay, I'm gonna close 10. By the way, press program, it works. Even though the half of my carriage passed the train, as you can see, the running, it works. And I'm off. Bro. Yeah, we couldn't see the D-stock, the 6 car one. Oh my god, perfect, it changed. But we still saw the signal go red because the district line from Paddington Circle came to Edgecourt Road. Yep, that's why the signal... Oh, there's a circle line. Sound difference. As you can hear, they sound different. The circle line in front of me is now Latimer Road. On the way to Latimer Road, should be. I don't know if it's on Ladbroke Grove or not, but it's on the way to Latimer Road now. There's our city line. 35. Did program work? No, it didn't. Okay, they're not running. It didn't work because half of my carriage passed the stupid station. Okay. Here comes the maintenance again. Because I turned it on for this video. Whistle. Okay, it worked in every cab. In the middle cab, at the back cab, and in the front cab. On every cab, the whistle worked. Yeah, once I had a game where it didn't work. One time when I played the C77 briefing, the C77 briefing, on the way back to Hammersmith, in the back cab, the whistle didn't work. Off camera, when I played that. And yeah, the whistle didn't work. The sound works. Yeah, if the sound didn't work, the speed limit also wouldn't have worked. But it works both. By the way, outside view camera. Yep. And soon we need to say goodbye to the two carriages, to the ones I'm sitting in now, because they're now at the front. Yeah, soon we need to say goodbye, because we're uncoupling them at the end and returning them to the depot. Well, it actually returns to the depot itself, not we. I mean the game returns carriages to the depot. Alright, here we are. Perfect. Stop. 35 again. Is when I'm closing it. Yeah, you don't hear the doors. There's the whistle sign. And back in here. I did the whistle in the outside view. Yeah. Ledbrook Grove. Passenger view stop. Here we go. $45. Oh, I thought a bit too far. Okay, but it doesn't matter. At least the doors are still here. Yeah, it's not a little bit too far, but who cares, bro? At least the doors are still here on the platform. Imagine if I mess up on Hammersmith, because the stop is going to be hard. Anyways, back in here. That's the next train, which is probably the Circle Line. There we go, it's departing. Imagine if the AI train whistled at the maintenance. No, it doesn't. Sadly, it doesn't. And there we go, we catch up the delay. Amazing. Right, 2. The fact how people are wearing t-shirts around that weather, bro, snow. Yeah, it's how the passengers are. They wear dresses and t-shirts and stuff. Oh! Hammersmith City? Oh yeah, it had to wait on Wood Lane for that train to depart. Or it was still on the way to Wood Lane, I don't know. no red signals. Because a circle line in front of me is now on the way to Hammersmith. Or is arriving in Hammersmith right now. Yeah, it's now on the way to Hammersmith. About 2 stations ahead of me, 3. $15. Okay. They're stuck in the bench again. Oh, so she disappeared? At least it still loads the correct departure, bro. Yeah. Alright, here we go, change to 49. Outside view. Long train. But it's when we reach Hammersmith, it's gonna turn into a short train again, which is a 4 car. Driving back to Liverpool Street. Now you can only hear the engine, you don't hear any other sounds, only the engine. And now you hear the rolling sounds. Anyways, next whistle. Amazing. Yeah, it's also a long destination, but not as long as the one from Farrington to Kingston. Oh! $15 again. Exactly at the signal. I think that's how it actually stops, because last time I think I messed up the stop in the briefing. Alright, where's the circle line? I don't know. At the last one before Hammersmith. The last way to that. But on the way back we're still going to see those. Onto Edgecombe Road, or Royal Oak better said. There's a train. Is this the circle line? Yeah, it is. 15, yet again. Yep, circle line. But I have to wait for the Hammersmith City line, unfortunately. Because it just started driving out. Yeah, the circle line actually took too long, because it just arrived and I had to depart again in 30 seconds. So it departed later. There we go, so you can see the signal stays red because Hammersmith City line platform is full. Because, yeah, it's driving out, see? And now we wait for the Hammersmith City line to leave, because it just departed. Amazing driving out with 15, bro. I made it all the way 15, because the speed limit used to be 40 everywhere. That's wrong. I made it 15 on most. And there we go. Right when it switches that, it changes to 40 for the outer track. There we go. It's gone green. Because it just left the switch. And now we drive down with 15 kilometers now, which is 9 point something miles. House of City then has to wait, unfortunately. But, oh no, it's going. Because the circle line departed, yeah. Didn't even have to wait for that long. Right, here's the depot, as you can see, empty, but when we drive the way back, those two carriages, this one and that one is sitting in now, are returning to the depot. Yep. Look how slow I'm driving, bro. Anyways, we're going left. And the circle line behind me is now on the way to... just now departing from Latimer Road. But the fun fact is, when I load the way back... yeah, when I load in the way back, that one's going to spawn next to me, which means it despawns again in Shepherd's Bush. And then respawns next to me again. Yep. That's what's gonna happen. This is going to be the hardest stop, bro. Oh my god, I made it. I accidentally opened the wrong door. Okay. I set it to emergency. Page down, and tab to release the dead man. Anyways, let's see how I stopped. Oh! Oh! That was close. Almost about to derail. That was a closer one, like last time. Unlike last time, yeah. Bro. Oh, there we go. I can walk now. Look at the people. Getting stuck and despawning. Not all of them, only some of them. They just vanish. Yeah. Oh, she didn't despawn. Lucky. The lady in yellow. But that one over here is going to despawn. Yep, there we go. That's the last one. Bro, how is she not having cold, bro? With that snowy weather. It's not cold or something. Yeah, for the NPCs it's not, but for us in real life it is. Yeah. Check the time? Okay. We made it, chat. There we go. Alright, I'm going to turn off the train again in 5 seconds, and I'll see you again on the last route. Here we go. And here we are back again at Hammersmith, where we terminated, and inside the fourth route. Let's go. Alright, as you can see, here's a circle line I mentioned before I despawned. As you can see, this next to me right now. And here, as you can see, is our 4-car D-stock. Because now we're driving a 4-car again back to Liverpool Street, like the one Liverpool Street to Hammersmith. Yep. And again, it's going to be the same. We're going to be behind this circle line the entire time. But this time as a I was about to say 6-car D-stock, but as a D-stock, yeah. As a 4-car. Anyways, this is how you get inside the train. There we go, easy. And now let's press End for the passenger lights to go on and right arrow to turn the doors on, yeah. To open the doors on the right side. There we go. And turn on the taillights. That's done for back here. For the front cab, I mean. Alright, check if they are on. There we go, on. And now let's walk to the back of the train. Yeah, because the train is the wrong way around. So now this is the back of the train. Yep. But it doesn't matter actually, because we got 4 cars. We can either name that one the back cab or that one we're walking towards to now. Yeah. I press the keys, L, V, B, up arrow or forward. Yep, headlights, ventilation, heating, and turning on the train. As you can see, he's a 6-car train, and we are again a 4-car train, a short one. And there you go. As you can see, there is the 2 carriages that we uncoupled again, returning to the depot. Anyways, here we go inside and sit down. Top. Page up. Okay, 40. Off and release. And yeah. Turn on the destination light and set this to barking again, which is left mouse click 4 times. There we go, barking. Barking, yep. And there we go, we're ready. Alright. Anyways, I got something to eat right here. I'm going to open it real quick. Amazing. Full car back to Liverpool Street. Yeah, as you can see, Hammersmith, Liverpool Street, 2044, 2120. The reason why is if it said go Outgate East, which is 3701 node, it would have said 2122, but you couldn't finish the mission because you're actually not at the station when terminating. This is why you finish the schedule at Liverpool Street, then yeah, you could finish it any time you want when clicking it on the DVA right here. Yeah. There we go. And again, we're going to be behind that circle line the entire time. But this time we have to wait for the circle line from Paddington Circle. So we're going to be delayed probably. Me and the circle line next to me. That one. Yeah. We're both going to be delayed. He's about to depart in 1 minute. 1 minute, that's me. In one times 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, it goes. And every signal gun went red. Amazing. The circle line, as you can see, bro, the passengers spawning in randomly. You saw the train was empty, and now they spawn in randomly. While the train is moving and the doors are closed. Yep. And here we go again. This is where the red signals are going to happen. Pretty much like in the last video, but this time as a 4-car D-stock train instead of a C. So, okay, yeah, let's not press program because there's no one anyways. So we're not doing it that time. So we have to accelerate and slow the train down again. Yeah, amazing, I know. Anyways, here we go. But you have to wait for the train to leave. There we go, we're moving and... And now we can go. 2 seconds of standing. There's the 2 carriages you could see. They're back in the depot. Depot, yeah. And now we are a short train yet again. There we go. There's the 2 carriages that we operated in the previous route. Tower to Hammersmith. As you can see, they're back here. Oh my god. As you can see, short train again. Alright, the Hammersmith City on the other side and the circle line in front of us. Yep. But I was to sit there and can go anyways when I leave the part. Yep. Now it can go. Yep, the signal's green. As you can see, it goes. And now we have to wait, unfortunately. Because I left the track, and the track is empty. Oh man, and the maintenance, remember, is still here. There we go, I was to sit there and just arrives at Hammersmith. And there goes a train ahead of us. As you can see, same departure time. It sucks, I know. Before Edgeroad, but after Edgeroad it changes for you. 1 minute behind the circle line, yep. Anyway, oh, passengers spawning in. Going to shunt, and there we go. Easy. But our stops are going to be different now because I'm a short train. I messed up, I know, but I'm back into it. Fast stop. Okay, 5. Now the train departs in front of me, I see it. I see red and now it's green. There we go, the signal's gone green before Shepherd's Bush. But that one after Shepherd's Bush, or at the Shepherd's Bush station, is red, as you can see at the end of the platform. Now we have to wait again 2 or 3 minutes about for the train to depart. Five again. I'm going to close 5 again. Amazing. I moved about 4 meters there. Alright, hold on. There we go, that was shunt and now it's off and release. To let you guys know if it's shunt is, you're going to shunt and then off and release. As you can see, you're moving backwards, and now you put the first braking thing, and then you go and stop again. Now I'm 7 meters before the signal. Now I gotta wait. 2 triplets! Bro, did you see that? Triplets. There was 3 same ones, the lady in red, at the same time. 3 times, what the hell? Did you see the passengers? Bro, 3 same ones at the same time, bro. Now there's the grey one. Looks similar to the red one, but not the same. Oh, twins. Okay, hold on. Shaft, shunt, I think the train left. Yeah, there we go. Green. Three same ones, bro. That's something rare you can see. 3 or 4. My record is 4 at the same time. Oh, I didn't expect that one now, the circle line. That one scared me, bro. Was that a shot train? It looked like it was a 4 car. Maybe I counted it wrong, but it looked like it was a 4 car train. Strange. Yeah, I swear it looked like it was a 4 car. I'm not sure though. Maybe I was just using instinct. Anyways, back in here. still red, but the train is now departing from Latimer Road, I think. That's when it left. Yeah, there we go. It's gone green. It left. Hold on, let me press cancel now because I think I forgot. There we go. $15. The lady in red again and the one in the yellow, bro. What the hell? 3 same ones was crazy. Oh my god, it skipped 14. 2 minutes too late. Look at this, Shay. We departed 2 minutes too late. 1 and 2 minutes is nothing, but 3 is too late. 3 minutes too late, yeah. Does the next train Hammersmith City? Okay, let's see if that one is a 6 car. Yeah, it is. I'm not sure about the circle line though. I thought it was a 4 car. Or maybe because I was too fast. I didn't count correctly, but it looked like it was a short, but it was probably a 6 car. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's a 6 car, but I counted it wrong. It looked like it was short because of the speed we were driving. It was fast, 49. Here we go. There's twins, bro. What the hell is happening in this game, bro? $25. Triplets, because the yellow one got off. Again, triplets. 3 same ones. Bro. That's crazy. Something you don't see very often in this game. And the speed limit's changed. Yeah, it doesn't count that one for the trains for some reason. And again, we can't wait at the station. And we press cancel and now go into the passenger view. Because Ledbrook Grove is our passenger view stop. Same for Bayswater. $25. Yeah, I'm just trying to catch up my delay. That's why I'm stopping faster now. The yellow one again. Bro, what the hell? 6 times or something I've seen her. Oh. I forgot. I need to depart with this camera as well. There we go. Right, so we're going to see the circle line that we drove 2 videos ago. Part 2, yeah. Anyways, outside view stop, here we go. Now this is going to be a good one because of our show. Oh, red. Oh, we're catching up. Oh my. This is going to be a hard stop. Okay, this one is a 6 car. And that's what worked. $35. Yeah, that was a good stop. There's the bridge right, it's over here. Are you kidding me? Okay, I have to wait. There we go. It's gone to green. I never had to wait here in the previous video. Now I did because I was faster probably. Yeah. Anyways, get back in here, do the whistle. And now the maintenance whistle. And that's it. Bro, I'm catching up that train. I had to wait when I depart. What? I'm catching that train up quicker now than in the last video, because last time I didn't wait at Westbourne Park when I departed. Now I did. Probably the train in front of me is slower. Trains are getting old, you know? And that's why that one in front of me is old and it gets slower. Yeah, I don't know. But my train is quick. Probably because it's a short one. He's getting old. Yeah. Okay, the train in front of me is now approaching Paddington. And I'm approaching Royal Oak. One station behind him. And I'm still too late. How great is that? Anyways. Oh, how's the city? Just arrives. Alright, here we go. $45. Okay, closed on 40. And I closed 5 seconds later. At the outside, the sound disappeared from the train. Lol. From the other one, not from me, the acceleration sound. Because the acceleration sound, you don't hear that on the D-Stock. Oh my god, I have to slow down the train because the train is now departing in front of me. And it takes some time for the train to leave, so we have to slow down the train until it goes green. Yeah, we have. See, we have to slow down the train this time. Unlike last time. Gone green. Perfect. But we have to wait anyways, because the train on the other Paddington station also departed. Yeah, we have to wait. Chat. And that was our final whistle for this video. $20. Alright, let's see if we have to wait or not. I think we do. That signal is going to stay red long. Watch this, chat. Okay, now I'm departing. And now we have to wait, probably, because the train on the other side passed the signal. Right here, we have to wait. Because last time the signal switched green. On the previous video. Yeah, we have to wait, see? Yep, we have to wait. Yep, the train is waiting in front of me. There we go. The train on the other side is first. Now we have to wait until that train reaches Edge Road, and then the train in front of me can go. This is what happens right here, by the way. We have to wait until that one goes. I think it goes now. I'm not sure, but I could be wrong. But the train in front of me waits. Yo, this is gonna take forever. What the hell is happening over there? Bro. I think the train is going now. I don't know what it does. I can't see. Oh, there we go. It went. Okay. But it has to wait again for the train to despawn, probably. There we go. It's red, as you can see. The train on the other side was first this time. See? Unlike last time, now we have to wait both. Yep, I think now the train doesn't despawn because I'm close enough. I don't know. I could be wrong. It despawns 0, 1 and 30. 30 seconds before I have to depart is when it despawns. Alright, here we go, so you can see. Repeater, when I pass it on the other side, it's gone. Oh! Oh, I just forgot that one also had to wait for the circle line on the outer rail. What? It is so delayed. It also had to wait. I would have seen that one, but nah, I didn't, because it had to wait for that one as well. Oh my god, we actually have to wait for the train to despawn. Stupid lag. There we go, that's off and release. There we go. Now we have to wait for the train to despawn. Bro, what? Oh, I see the taillights of my train, okay. Yeah, the circle line, see that train right there? This is the circle line in front of me. It has to wait for the train to despawn. Bro, now I'm standing here. Alright, watch this, chat. It despawns in 10 seconds. And then you're going to see the train moving. Watch this, chat. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god! There we go, it's going. Because the train despawned. I told you. The train actually despawned and now it's going. The circle line in front of me, bro. That's so funny, this signal. Okay, we can go soon. So I'm going to put it into shunt. And I'm going to watch the signal. There we go. Easy. Oh man. The circle line in front of me had to wait for the train to despawn. That's what we did in the first video. I mean in the first route. Circle line outer rail. When we came from Hammersmith, we had to wait for the train to despawn. And we are now the Hammersmith City line that followed us in the part 2 video, bro. There's a train, okay, departing from platform 4, which is the Hammersmith City line. You know what's oh, the signal's already green. Oh yeah, because it switched. There we go. There's Hammersmith City line. Just departed from platform 4. And the circle line, I think... Oh yeah, there it is. The circle line despawned and respawned, as you can see. And the circle line of platform 1 already left. Yep. Because it was too late. And I am also late. But now we catch up anyways. Because on Baker Street you catch up again, the delay. There we go, there's the circle line next to me. And I am here on platform 3. $35. Run, guys. 35 is when I'm closing it. There we go. And off we go. And no trains behind us, yeah. And we're going to the left. Yep. Oh, the signal is red. See, because the switch is right. And because I am on platform 3, it is red. There we go, see? And now it's green because I left the platform. This is also coded, by the way. Okay, the train in front of me is now departing from Baker Street, hopefully. Yeah, it is. The signal is green. Okay, it departed. Yep, I see it. It departed. I don't have to wait here. But I have to wait on the other ones, like in the previous video. This time I wasn't behind that train. See, that's the train I drove in part 2. The Hammersmith City line was faster. Probably because the train despawned earlier. Bro, why is it lagging so much? I don't know. Okay, 5. Oh no, let's close 0, 0. Like that train. Watch this. Amazing. Same time. And again, I was on serious, not on parallel for some reason. There we go, we departed correctly. Now it's the same like in the last video. We have to slow down at those signals. Great Portland Street, King's Cross, Farringdon, Barbican, Moorgate and Liverpool Street. And Aldgate before we drive out. Yep, like in the previous video. Now it's the same. Except the train I drive, it is a 4-car D stock instead of a 6-car C stock. There we go, I see green and yellow. And the train didn't depart yet in front of me. So we have to slow down, unfortunately. Now it departs, yep. I knew it. Exactly when I stop the train, it switches. I knew it. Bad timing, huh? Exactly when I stop, it switches. Stupid signal. How's the city train? Yeah. This is a good one. Because the train now fits in every platform. I'm going to close 10, why not? Everyone already got on, so yeah, let's depart. Amazing, they were quick. This is why I press the keys on the DVA to make the passengers run inside the train, like the AI train does. Yeah. Here we go, Euston Square is probably a station where we don't have to slow down the train because travel time is 1 minute and the train already departed some seconds later. There we go, see, green and yellow, but it's going to switch green anyways because the train departed. Watch this. Wait, what? There we go. Maybe because the train is actually slower in front of me. It is an old train, that's why. I think the train is actually slower this time in front of me. What the hell? That's crazy. I'm actually faster than in the previous video. Okay, it's gone green. 40. I'm going to close 40. And there we go, they're in again. I can shut the doors now. Okay, they're not. Now they are. Alright. The train is actually slower in front of me, like in the previous video it was not. Now I am faster. That's crazy. There we go, now we have to wait here because the train departs 10. Yeah. Circle line departing from King's Cross on the other side. Because I remember that from last time. And now we have to slow down. There's the circle line. Perfect. Jesus, that is so loud. Wait, can I see the train again? No way! I can see the entire platform. Oh, look how the people are spawning in. They're spawning here and here. Wow. There's me. There's a signal and there's the other signal. Yeah, the train is still in the zone. In the range of 50 meters. There we go, it's departing. And when it leaves that range, 50 meters after the next signal, it goes green. Yeah, there's a 50 meters range. I'm a fast reactor, I know. And... oh my god, this is going to be the funniest stop, bro. Watch this. The people over there have to run. I'm going to close 5. Let's see if they can make it. Run, guys! Oh my god, they're quick. They made it. Congrats, they made it. This is how the train stops, because it's the middle of the platform, obviously. Yeah, I closed 5. How's the city? There! I remember that from last time, it's actually the same. And now we have to slow down the train 3 times before Farrington, bro. Watch this. It's going to happen again. Here's the entire train. As you can see, this is a short one. Here we go. Alright, here we go. I'm going to get up again because we're about to slow down because of the red signals. 3 times again, probably. Here we go. Let's see if we have to do it again. Here we go. The train didn't depart yet. Now it departs. Okay. What the hell? Here we go again. Last time. 3 times, bro. Best AI train driver you've seen in this world, bro. Three times, bro. Okay, here we go. And boom. They're stuck in the bench, obviously. Yeah, see? They can't even get out. Oh, one of them. Oh, both got out. Okay, nice. Everyone got on. Oh, 2 didn't. They were sitting down again. I saw them. Okay, it went green. Bro, 3 times slowing down the train before Farrington. Oh my goodness, bro, that's amazing. And we're almost done, by the way. 3 more stations. There's the next circle line. And there we go, we have to slow down again. That was a great stop, wasn't it? Anyways, it's... oh my god. Anyways, it's departing now. Yeah, there it goes. Shunt. Ooh, quick reaction, okay. But there's the signal before that, again, where we have to slow down. And then you just accelerate again. when it turns green. And then when you reach the trigger point, when it slows down again. Zero. Exact time. Let's see if they can make it. Yeah, see, when I hit cancel, they walk again. That's the good thing when you don't have announcements. You can just control if they run or walk when they get into your train. When you have announcements, that doesn't work. You press 2 and they always run. You can't cancel it when you have the circle line announcements. Okay, it isn't that loud like before because I turned down the volume a bit and now it's perfect. It's still loud, but not that loud as before. Well, you still hear the same volume, but I turned it down for me. Hammersmith City. Wait, I started braking too early. There we go. There we go. 3 signals again. There's one in the middle and one before that again. Okay, shunt. Okay. I can't react that fast. But I'm still fast. Okay, that one went green, the next one. And the one in the middle is still red. Okay, it's gone green. Zero. Bro. I still see people running. What? They're gone. Not everyone made it, but I don't care, bro. I departed. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness, dude. That's so funny. There we go, this is the last time before our station where we have to stop the train. And when we drive out, we have to slow down again until it changes. And now I can't see the signal, now I have to watch the route monitor again. Oh, here we go. Let me just watch the signal like this. There we go. It's departing. Shunt. Easy. I can just watch it like this if I'm too close. There we go. There you go, horse. Okay. There's a circle line, the last one we're seeing. Now I have to turn off the train again, and yeah. Oh my god, I'm the fastest at doing this. Okay, here we go. And there we go, we're moving. Like if nothing happened. No brake pressure, bro. Well, I lost brake pressure, but I'm still going. Alright, here we go. As you can see, the route is gone. And now we drive out. And then when I look at this view, I can finish it. Well, if I click on this now by accident, it finishes. But I'm doing it when the train dies, when I drive out. Yep. Oh, there's the last Hammersmith City line. There we go, it spawned in. That's the last one we're seeing. Imagine we drive out and then drives in at the same time. Okay, now we have to slow down until it changes. Because of the circle line. There we go. But we reacted quick this time. Went to left and now we drive out. Off einmal. Did you see the circle line? Yeah. That's amazing. As you can see, 15, but I'm driving 23. Anyways, as soon as the train starts dying, I'm going to hit this. Did you hear that? Train died, and then right when I hear the squeaking noise of the brakes or the curve, I just hit it, and it's gone. The train despawned. As you can see, there we go, it moves. Because the train is actually gone, you can still see it. Yeah. Congratulations, you have successfully completed the schedule. Yeah, it should have said schedule, but it's mission because it's in the missions, yeah. Anyways. Wait. There we go. I hope you enjoyed part 4. I think that was part 4 about my edits. The custom-made or self-made, this is the new name, Hammersmith City Line route, featuring the full routes and the custom-made ones, which makes 4 routes in total. Liverpool to Hammersmith, S4 stock 4 cars per transit, D78 stock. Then couple on those 2 cars, Hammersmith to Tower Hill, 6 car D stock, S6 stock or 6 cars per transit. Tower Hill to Hammersmith, again, S6 stock 6 cars per transit, D stock. And for the final route, Hammersmith to Liverpool Street, as a 4 car D stock again, S4 stock. Yeah, that was a quite long video. Hope you enjoyed that one. And I will see you guys again in the next one, which is going to be the district line. See you until there. Bye.